Good morning.
It is currently, what time is it right now?
It's currently 5:35.
And it's about 6 degrees. We just had breakfast.
Yeah.
All of our stuff is packed up, and we should be leaving in the next minute or so.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to put it down.
We'll be leaving the next couple minutes at the start of our hike. First part of the hike is 4 hours uphill. We're going to be doing 800 meters up. And then we get to the top of the ridge. Then it's 2 hours downhill to get to lunch. Then we have another 2 hours uphill to get to the top of the next peak. And then it's about another 2
Hour
hours,
and a half,
hour
2
and a
hours.
half downhill to camp. Today's the hardest day.
Yesterday was 14 kilometers. Today is 16 kilometers and a lot more elevation gain today. I think that the peak that we hit is 4,200 meters. Yeah.
And we're currently at 3,300 right now. The next time you see us, we'll be in pain.
Sleep wasn't the best,
Yeah.
but we still got more sleep last night, I think, than we did the night before. Dave's air mattress
Didn't work.
deflated twice during the night.
Yeah.
And then I always sleep rough the first night in the tent, so I'm hoping tonight will be a better sleep.
Yeah.
All right, looks like everyone's getting together, and
Go.
oh, wish us luck. These stairs are, I think, a lot of what we're going to be expecting today. The pace hasn't been too bad so far today, but we've been hiking for about 25 minutes. Only a lot more to go. I feel like this camera's not doing the stairs justice. All right, so we've gone up about 400 meters in elevation so far. Tired, but not completely dead.
Took us about, well, it says 85 minutes.
Yeah, and how many kilometers is that?
Just 2.5, just over.
Yeah, 2.5 kilometers in
Straight up.
an hour and a half. Sounds crazy. But yeah, directly straight up. And then you have the porters that come with 6 million times the amount of weight, and they just go past you in a blur. But yeah, it shouldn't be too much longer to our official first rest stop. So, and then at that point we'll be halfway up to Dead Woman's Pass.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. So yeah, we're halfway up to Dead Woman's Pass. Dave was able to buy a Coke. This is the last spot you can buy snacks. And this is our current view. It's so gorgeous up here. It's getting pretty cold. It's definitely colder than it was this morning, I think, when we left. It's getting windier. I thought I might be shedding layers at this point, but I'm starting to put them back on. But yeah, just used the washroom. Dave got his Coke, and now we're just gonna gear up and get going. It should be another hour and a half or so to the very top. And this is the washroom situation. Pretty nice, pretty clean. You just need to make sure to bring your own toilet paper.
All right, so we're at 3,900 meters, almost exactly. We've been going for, I don't even know how long at this point, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, and I think we've only been going for like half an hour.
So we were at 37, we're at 39 now. We're making a really good pace. And that pace is working for us because we're just crushing meters here. It's hard to speak, I'm tired.
Dude.
So you can see way up here, we think this is Dead Woman's Pass, which is 4,200 meters. Technically, we got another 400 meters to go. You can see some people in the distance working their way up there. It's our group. We're just stopping for a quick break. I'm gonna drink some water. Jess is gonna eat a banana and potentially some granola bars.
I didn't eat anything at our snack stop down there. So, and now I'm feeling it.
Yeah, but today is the most challenging day and we're doing really well.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with us.
There was a couple people yesterday that were really struggling, coming into camp pretty late. So they woke them up at, what, 3:30 325. They had them hiking about an hour before everyone else, just to try to get up to this pass before the sun hits it. So as we're climbing, it's getting colder. But once that sun hits, we're gonna get going here pretty soon. Shockingly, this day is going well. We've almost done 800 meters straight up.
And our guide also gave us a lot of helpful tips at the briefing last night. For example, when we were going up all these stairs, for yesterday we were always going up the middle, which is like the steepest part, but you need to zigzag and go to the ends because the stairs are lower there. And then even when you're going on like an incline but there's no stairs, you still want to like, what is it, like serpentine?
Yeah.
Because it just makes your altitude gain slower. Sure, you're probably taking more steps overall, but it's just easier on your body.
Whatever little breaks you can get. We're officially at the top of Dead Woman's Pass. And Jess is still alive.
I actually feel not too bad.
But the last 200 meters,
Of altitude, like,
no joke.
yeah,
Jess ran out of water.
just near the top.
Just near the top. So this is our water solution. We have smart water bottles, and we just bought a little adapter.
It's got like a long straw.
Yeah, off of Amazon. Pull out your next smart water bottle. Don't lose the lid.
I do that every single time. See, then you just put the lid on the other one that you just used. Goes inside. And then you twist the bottle, not the top.
You get yourself a little smart water camelback.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is instead of taking up 2 liters inside of your backpack, you can stick on the outside of your backpack.
Yeah, we've got them inside right now just because Machu Picchu doesn't love
Smart water bottles specifically.
just because people litter a lot.
Yeah.
But we reuse these and we'll continue to take these with us throughout the rest of our trip too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it helps balance the weight too. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
This is our guide.
Is it Henry?
I'm fine.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
This is Candy.
Oh. Carter. We're doing pretty good for time.
Yes.
Which is currently 8 degrees.
Let's jump back up again. There's a period there where it went down to 4.
Maybe hard to see, but straight down, that's where we stayed. And then halfway up, you can see like a roof, maybe a little orange. That was our snack spot. So from the base to the halfway point was 400 meters. And then from there up here, another 400 meters. In total, it took us 3 hours and 30 minutes to get up here. It was 5.7 kilometers, and I burned 1,700 active calories. That's not even my base burn, that's just climbing this.
Now we start the trek down to lunch. And I'm hoping that that sunshine in the distance is still there when we get there, because it is cold. Alright, so it might be kind of hard to see, but down somewhere over here in the valley, I can see some tents being set up, and I think that's where our lunch stop is going to be. So yeah, you can see the rest of the trail kind of coming down the side of the mountain here, and down this way here. We're hoping maybe it's just about an hour down to camp for lunch. How are you feeling with the downhill?
Good. It's different muscles.
Yeah, my legs are definitely feeling shaky though, but
Yeah.
it's nice not to feel like constantly winded.
It's nice not to be going uphill.
It's nice not to be going uphill, that's for sure. This feels steeper and feels like it would be terrible to climb.
You need poles. Some
Yeah.
people don't have poles because they're like, oh, you rely too much on them and you could fall. No. Poles.
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 It is unreal how fast these guys go. All right, so I think we've done the majority of the descent. There's still definitely some more to do before we get to lunch, but apparently we're about an hour ahead of schedule. even though we're the last ones. I guess normally around this time people are just getting to the top of Dead Woman's Pass. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Legs are getting shakier and shakier the more we go downhill.
Yeah. And we still need to lose another, we're at 3,900 meters. We got to go down to 3,500. So all that hard work this morning just to lose it.
Yeah.
Just have to get it back again.
Yeah, after lunch.
But we'll be there with enough time that we can have a siesta.
Exactly, and that was the goal. We are so close. I can smell the food. You can see our camp and all our co-hikers. Gracias. Oh.
Perfecto, amigo.
How did you find the hike up?
It was good. I mean, difficult, but not.
It's very well seasoned.
Right down there, if you can see some orange, people wearing orange. Our camp was right next to that one, or right above it. And that's where we just had lunch.
It's crazy that we came through that crevice up there at the top.
That's insane. Yeah, we came from all the way up there, somewhere around there.
People up there, eh? You really focus at the dip.
Oh my gosh, you can.
You can see like 2 people standing up there.
So you can actually see people standing up there. That's where we came from. And now we're heading up to the top of our second peak. So yeah, we're just on our way. We just finished lunch. Again, delicious. Lots of gluten-free substitutions made for me, which is always very appreciated. Now we're just starting the climb up to the top of the second peak for the day. And then once we get up there, it's just a couple hours down, I think, to where we're staying for the night, which I believe is at 3,600 meters. It's a bit higher than last night's camp spot. It's supposed to be a little bit chillier maybe. But yeah, on we go. Just started with that incline right away. All right, so that's just some of the steps that we just climbed. And naturally, when you come around a corner, there's just so many more. So what Dave's doing now is something our guide told us to do. You're basically serpentining to the edges of the steps, trying to find the smallest incline of the steps so that it's less difficulty on your knees. Taking a quick stop at some Incan ruins. We're about halfway up to the second peak. It's a little bit deceiving because it looks like the peak is this one right behind me. But apparently once we get over that, we'll see 2 more, just like it. So we've still got about 45 minutes to an hour to go. You can actually still see where we came from. All those little camps down there.
We're above the ridge finally. You can see over it.
Oh.
And you can see the clouds just right there, just being made or blowing over.
Yeah. Still just slowly making our way up to the top of this pass. I don't even know what it's called. We were so focused on getting up and over Dead Woman's Pass that I have no idea what this one's called, but Dead Woman's Pass was 4,200 meters in altitude and this one's 4,000, so slightly shorter. And our starting point from lunch this afternoon was a little bit higher than where we had started this morning, so it's supposed to be a little bit easier, but my god is it steep. I think we're getting close though.
Good job, guys.
Check out this view. All right, so we peaked.
Just summited the second peak at 4,000 meters. So now it's just an hour and a half downhill
To a camp for the night. I think we're still making pretty good time. What time is it?
We're like right on time. It's taken us so far
Like 8 hours.
8.5 hours.
And we're looking at probably another 1.5 to 2 hours, depending on whether my knees allow me to move quickly.
Yeah, the downhill is a whole nother beast. Oh, you can kind of see a peak if you flip it.
Oh yeah, here, look at this peak.
And now it's kind of cleared up down below. You can see more of the path down there.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, when we first came out, you could see a thing. So yeah, one thing I will say about this second peak today was there were 2 false summits. So you'd think that you were there, and then you'd come around a corner and you would see the rest of it. Now we're just heading back down to camp, hopefully there in the next 2 hours. Apparently we're cave explorers now. Oh wow, this is steep. Apparently when this clears up, you're supposed to be able to see Machu Picchu from here. So we passed on exploring this Inca site. We're about 20-25 minutes from camp right now, and we had the option to go left at the fork and climb up around 100 steps and then back down again in order to explore the site, or we could go right and head directly to camp. We're absolutely beat. It's been over 10 hours today of up and down, hardly anything that was just flat. I also just recently fell while going down some stairs. Nothing too terrible, kind of like an ankle twist, but like I can walk on it. It's a little sore, but it's not anything major. And my backpack definitely saved my back from smashing on some rocks, so that was nice. But yeah, after that we were just like, not happening. So we're just heading directly to camp now, and we gotta be getting close. So even if you miss out on going up to the Inca site at the top of that treacherous set of stairs, there is still another smaller one that you walk past. It's kind of like the consolation prize of Inca monuments. Holy shit, we're here. Finally, we have arrived at the campground. So close. One of the porters is leading us to our campsite. I think it's near the end. And I can't help but wonder if they've just got extra security on us now, because on the first day when we arrived at lunch, a bunch of people arrived there and started drinking like the welcome drinks that were offered, and then only to realize that we were at the wrong camp. Yeah, so now they're showing us the way. Thank you. We did. Alright, let's go check out the bathroom situation. So you've got your composting toilet, a little garbage bag there, and your toilet paper under here. And that's basically it. So we just got back from dinner. It's delicious.
It's 7:26.
Oh yeah, thanks. I didn't have much of an appetite tonight. I've been eating a lot at every single meal, but tonight I didn't have very much. It was very good food though.
I'm kind of the opposite. I barely did anything for breakfast or lunch, and then for dinner, I have a bit of an appetite. But I mean, when I say a bit of an appetite, I'm talking like a single scoop of rice, a single piece of chicken, and a cup of hot chocolate, and that's it.
And that's not because there wasn't enough food. We're just not.
It's just the hiking. Like, I think the altitude and the hike is just destroying our bodies.
It's just pure exhaustion.
Yeah, like today we did, from start to finish, it was 10 hours and 30 minutes. We did 15 and a half kilometers. I burned 5,200 calories. Our bodies
I'm broken.
are rough, but we made it.
We did make it.
And this was the hardest day. It was a hike, that's for sure.
It was a hike and a half, I think.
We're just back at our tent now, and we're just setting up all of our
mess. Tomorrow is supposed to be an easier day, but most of it is downhill, and downhill is my enemy. We'll see how it goes, but our wake up is around 5:30.
Which is late, which is nice.
Today it was like 4
Something.
So we're sleeping in tomorrow, but this was also slightly by choice because we prefer, as a group, pretty much to hike before it starts getting really hot. Mm-hmm. And then it's just one go to camp for the night. So like we'll arrive in camp for lunch and then we stay at camp the rest of the day. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna
so
be
it's supposed to be, I think, around 5 hours total. So we'll obviously have like a break, several breaks probably, and then have a siesta. And then I think we're doing like a very short hike, like 5 minutes, he said. So probably like 15.
I'm hoping with fresh legs, 3 hours downhill.
Fresh.
And he said steep.
Yes.
And today was incredibly steep, and he just called it downhill. So when he calls it steep, I mean, I'm sure you'll see some video of it tomorrow. It's going to be...
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
A new level of hell.
Oh, and we're also meeting all the porters tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So that's nice.
That's nice. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Nighty-night.
It's time for bed.
Let's go brush our teeth and go to sleep.
Oh, we just got a huge moth in here. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.
Okay, catch the moth.
Okay.
Join us for part 3 as we hike down some steep stairs, and some more stairs, and yes, even more stairs on our way to our final campsite of the Inca Trail.